Alrighty. Hello. This is the first review I've done since I've been back in the United Kingdom. My name's Steve Jiguer. This is a BeerNative beer review. I hope it's working okay because my computer is freaking out, but let's get going. Oakley dokley, let me just check my audio settings because I just got a warning that maybe my audio is not working. Nope, seems okay. Brilliant. Hey, if I have any viewers, welcome to the show. It's been a long time. You got to see some great beer from Canada. I was there in the capital city, Canada City, and I was impressed with some of the amazing stuff that has arisen since my last trip to Canada. I'm going to be back there in a few weeks, so look forward to even more. But I've got some really good stuff from some breweries I don't even know. One that I do, so it's going to be old familiar brewery, Brew by Numbers today. A little bit of BBNO 85. If you don't know how Brew by Numbers works, they just keep releasing the same number but slightly changing the recipe. And the Triple IPA is number 85. What's cool about this, though, is there's a little teeny can. Who's a little teeny can? Yes, you are. It's small. It's really, I'm so happy that they put it in a small can because I don't always want a great big bucket of Triple IPA at 10%. So give me it half a can, I get all the flavor, and I get the same amount of alcohol as a 5% full size. And then maybe I can try several tippas like this. I think this is the way forward. As soon as you get over 8, maybe some doubles that are higher level doubles. Certainly the tippas or imperial stouts, I would love to see them in tiny cans like this. So please, other breweries, watch this and learn. And Brew by Numbers, nice work. All right, so we're here. This is why we do it. And in fact, I can probably drink this whole thing now and not ruin my evening. Another plus. That has happened in previous post-beer review nights. So I've got a really posh looking, like actually kind of a whiskey glass, but it's pretty sweet, right? Nice one. Let's dump this in here. So a little preview. The hops in this one are Sabro, which is awesome. It's going to be a bit of a dark horse. It's got a bit of a minty parsley feel to it as part of its profile, along with some citrus and grapefruit. And our old friend, I believe, is Mosaic. So it's going to be a bit westy, a bit fruity. This is what I'm hoping. So what I'm hoping is I'm going to get a nice bitter kick. I'm just going to follow up with some minty pine and maybe a little bit of grapefruit on the nose. So I poured it. I can smell it a little bit. Ooh, it's not like a fruity bomb on the nose, but it's really quite subtle. In fact, it's very vacant on the nose. Maybe it's the glass choice, actually. Maybe this was the wrong idea. There we go. Yeah, so definitely some grapefruit for sure. A little dankness, actually. Cool. So far, it smells awesome. Now, will I feel the 10% like on my palate? Let's find out. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So the 10% is kind of burning the sides of my tongue a little bit. Not a nasty alcohol burn, but actually a pretty welcoming one. Oh, right down the center, I'm getting this lovely peachy grapefruit citrus. Oh, very good. I'm waiting because there it is. The Sabro, I just find it always arrives a little late. Kind of a 50-50 in your mouth, but a little bit through the nose. And you have to look for it. Some people actually think it's a bit of like coconut as well. I just don't think I have that flavor profile locked in yet. I'm going to take another little sip because now I've gotten past the initial woof. And hopefully I won't be as affected by the alcohol level. It's a nice little sipper. I think it's a little warm for what it is. I took it out of the fridge a half an hour ago. It's been sitting outside because it's cold because I don't have a fridge in my room anymore, which is tragic, but nevertheless, life goes on. That's good. You can tell I keep going back to it. It's a very different tasting beer. The whole Sabro profile is just really coming through, and it's strong, and it's almost like a there's those beers, the smash beers, the single malt, single hop. It's very Sabro-y. I like that the Mosaic is giving me this kind of baseline of familiarity, but it's good and it's interesting and it's different. For a triple IPA, I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. And yes, fellow fan of the teeny can. See, a little bit of poetry there. See what I did? Wonderful. So I don't know if you're familiar with BeerNative. I think everyone should be. This is kind of them and their brew by numbers. You can see the numbers here: 5, 19. 5 is the standard IPA. You get a lot of 5s in supermarkets for pretty cheap. They're not always that great because the time to can and time to appear in supermarket, it kind of wrecks it. The alcohol-free ones are 0s. That was very clever. And then there's another little teeny can here. The 55 double IPA now comes in a teeny can as well. Big fan of that. How much is these things? I didn't pay that much for the... that's nothing. I didn't pay that much for this. I think it was... Well, how much is this one? How much is just for can here? $3.80. Yeah, very similar. I think I paid $4 for my teeny can. I think that's pretty reasonable too. So go check out BeerNative. Every now and then they have these great mixed case sales, sometimes at the beginning of the year, other times. So get on their newsletter. It's certainly one to watch. Otherwise, though, what will be coming up soon, I think, is I've got a beer by Abbeydale, which I never tried. So that's a new one to me. And then I've got Battle of the Black IPAs, 2 different breweries, neither of which I know. A new one from Nottingham I'm excited to try. So those are the upcoming reviews that I'll be doing before I end up back in Canada. So stay tuned. And if you want tiny tippas, I recommend BB or dippas. I think this BeerNative has nailed something there. So go check that out. By the way, I bought this at Craft Metropolis. So you don't always have to go to BeerNative and, blow a bunch of money on one brand. I think you should definitely request. I did a pressure drop. It was a while ago though. So if you care, you can go to the channel and you can search pressure drop, and I'm sure we'll find the one I did. Otherwise, I will, because I haven't done one in so long. I think that's a smart idea. Request for pressure drop received and will be achieved. All right, I think that's the end of this review. I'm probably going to give this, I don't know if it's going to go as far as being over 4 for a tippa, but I might give it a 4 just because of the can, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 for packaging, and that's going to bump it right up into the 4, maybe 4.1. Go check it out on Untapped. I'm Steve Jaguar, all one word on Untapped. I probably have a little banner that can pop up down below that says it. Boom, just like that. There you go. And find me. If you're looking for me on Twitter, the usual stuff, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, tell your friends. I'm on Instagram, BeerNative TV, and I have a website called BeerNative.tv where all of my reviews go on a big map when my automation works. We'll find out in about 2 minutes if it still works. Till then, once again, this is a BeerNative Beer Review. My name is Steve Jaguar. Steve Ed.